What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the What's Up, Everybody podcast. Here with my co-host, Sweet Teenis. What's up, dude?
Pretty sure you do the exact same intro every time.
I do.
Same pitch, tone.
Yeah, got to. I like the way you got your freaking mic set up, dude. Like, just spoke myself in the
Steven's
face.
new at this.
I am. Anyway,
He's never done a podcast before.
Never. I let you set it up, and then I just leave it like it is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how close does ours resemble Joe Rogan's podcast?
I would say about a 9.5.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, on the low end, a 9.5.
Yeah.
We're that close. The only thing we're missing is a camera for just both of our faces.
I know, dude.
Single, you know what I mean? But everything, I think like, you know, the topics and stuff, very similar.
Yeah. Did y'all have like a script before y'all went in there?
Zero script.
He just asked questions and you just flowed into stuff.
Literally, I waited. A buddy of mine, Nick, we'll just leave his name at that. Nick, top secret. Flew me out on his private jet. He's a good buddy of mine. I do privates with him. Super, super nice guy. Long, you know, he's a martial artist, lifelong martial artist. And flew me out on his private jet, stayed at the hotel. We literally drove to his setup, which was like, I don't want to give his location away, but it is not at a place where you think his podcast would be.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, are you sure we're in the right spot? It's like, yeah, this is the address. So we ended up showing up, walking in. He had security like you wouldn't believe. That's the one thing that I think, too. Like, we don't have security. I think we'll need some security. As many people as outside right now asking for you and me, it's ridiculous. Yeah. We definitely need some security. But he shows up. We walk in. Jamie came up and introduced himself. I had no idea who he was because I've never seen his face.
Yeah. I've seen young Jamie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have not
Young Jamie's a big shoe guy. He's into shoes.
All right.
I stalked his Instagram one time.
Oh, yeah. You got to
I
stop.
literally Googled who is young Jamie, and you'll feel, you know, they got it all on there. He's a shoe guy.
Didn't know that.
Young James.
Never knew who he was. I was like, what's up, Jamie? You know, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, you're Jamie? He's like, yeah. It's like, wow. Okay, cool. He walks in. I sit down, and we just start chatting it up. That was after the Geoff Neal fight, right? Yeah. Or was it Vicente? No, it was Geoff.
Yeah,
It was after Geoff Neal.
Was it before? Yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah.
Right after Geoff. I think they were just about to announce you versus
Burns.
Gilbert. If they hadn't already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was pretty easy because we just chatted, and next thing you know, 3.5 hours went by. And I was like, what? I don't feel like we've been here for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it was pretty cool. We literally talked from fighting to me getting knocked out to chiropractic to just.
Is he a big chiropractor
Elvis.
guy?
No, he's not a big chiropractor. He doesn't believe in it.
Really?
Yeah. Did you not watch the whole thing, dude?
I don't have 3.5 hours to just listen, bro.
Well, you need to. You need to find time.
Bits and pieces. I only listen to the clips that they put on YouTube.
Okay. So yeah, we talked about it. And he doesn't believe in it.
Do you believe in it?
I mean, I've been going to chiropractic since I was like 3, and anytime.
What were his things about
I don't know. He's like, see, look. He's like, you know, cracking his fingers. And let's come chiropractic myself. Blah blah blah. It's just about cracking and blah blah blah. But there's been a few times where it's like I've been to a chiropractic spot, and they just literally just crack you, and it didn't feel like you were there just to get cracked. That was it. You know what I mean? But I've been, you know, the spots that we've been to as a little kid, it's like literally, you know, what's going on, you know, what's bothering you, blah, blah, blah. And whatever they do, not only is it chiropractic, but with some massage as well, has helped me.
Does he believe in massages?
Probably. We didn't talk about massages. I believe in massages, 100%. During camp, I go to one like twice a week, massage therapist. I should do it on the off season, but I don't. So I love massages. If I'm not hurting or about to cry during the massage, I don't want it.
I don't like massages.
Why?
I only like massages if they're like this area.
You don't like?
Because I go into the massage place and they have you lay on your stomach, and by the time they start the massage, my face is filling up with mucus, so I can't breathe.
Oh yeah.
Or there's like this. I have this weird thing where it's like if I have an itch, I have to scratch it.
And you don't want to move to mess up the flow of the massage therapy.
Yeah. Or if they put me in a bad position, like my back will start cramping, but I won't say anything. So the whole time I'm just like, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. I don't even get to enjoy the massage.
Why would your
so I
back
want to be able to just sit like this and have them just do this.
Just do the upper
neck,
part.
head.
You know, going to get a
my
nice
arms too are pretty
pedicure, nice foot and calf massage. I would literally go get a pedicure just to get that done. They don't paint my nails or anything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to get a calf and foot massage to die for.
Did he give like an alternative? Like I don't like chiropractor. I like this instead.
No, he did not. We just talked about, he doesn't believe in it. It's like a scam, which, I guess if you don't go to the right person, I can feel like it could seem that way.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I've been adjusted, or I feel like I need to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I need to be decompressed.
Mm-hmm. I've had ribs out and had them set back from a chiropractor. So, I mean, do what you will with that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Either you do or you don't. It's like acupuncture. You know what I mean? I've had acupuncture.
That stuff, like there's so much stuff out there in terms of recovery that's just happening so fast that I guess logically makes sense. I don't know about acupuncture. I don't know the deal. What are they like targeting nerves or something?
So I've had acupuncture and I've had dry needling. So acupuncture, it's like they stick these little needles in you in certain places. I didn't feel a dang thing.
Yeah.
And then I've had dry needling, like I've had knots in my back, my traps, and I've had it dry needled, and instantly that thing, my muscle like was spasming, and then you just feel it release, like it just goes away. So I believe in not acupuncture, but I believe in like dry needling. You know what I mean?
What's that?
So it's like I feel like acupuncture, it's like they hit like these pressure points, but I feel like the needle, like a tiny needle, just goes in the surface of your skin. And there's, look, guys, I don't know anything about it. I just had it done to me, and this is how I felt. It just went to the top of the skin.
Disclaimer.
And it's supposed to be like does stuff to you. And dry needling, it actually goes. It's a little bit thicker of a, maybe a little bit thicker of a needle, not enough to to cause a lot of bleeding or anything. But it goes into the muscle, to the belly of the muscle, and it gets that whatever's hard, whatever's knotted up on you to release. And I could feel that muscle just going like this, just like twitching,
Spasming.
and then you just feel it like I have no more pain there. I mean, and the next day it's sore where it was, and then it's great. So I've had dry needling done, but I've also had acupuncture, and it was like, I don't think.
You ever done cupping?
No, that's another thing a ton of athletes are doing. Like, what is that? What is it? What is it?
I didn't Google it. I have no idea, but I'm speculating that what it's doing is it's drawing any sort of stagnant blood to the surface of the body, getting it into the lymphatic system so that your body can properly dispose of it, therefore decreasing.
Oh, you're an idiot, bro.
No, but for real though, I think it's like getting stagnant blood to the surface of the skin.
Okay, we need to fact check this, sweet tea.
So I'm not about to fact check it.
You
guys let us know the deal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You get a bruise, blood comes to the surface of the skin, and then the body handles it a little bit easier.
I don't know, but like, why the back? Why not wherever the problem is? You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
always see it on the back.
Or anywhere.
Yeah.
You'll see people come out and their entire body is just cupped.
Oh, yeah, okay. Most
It's
of the time
it's like
you
a
see it
general
on the back.
cupping. Like they don't know where to go.
You got like one right here on the forehead.
Just everywhere.
No, I know that like the ancients, they've been around for like thousands of years.
Maybe.
But they'll do like.
Did you just make that up?
No, I'm pretty sure.
If you want anything to sound legit, just say it's been around for thousands of years.
Okay, maybe hundreds. I don't know, but and like the Orient, right? So they like take a hot thing and they like swipe the metal bottle and stick it on your skin. It's supposed to like
the
make
glass
a suction cup, but now they just have like it's literally
the plastic
plunger on your back
until it just pops up.
I don't know.
Just plunge
I have
it up.
no idea. I mean, anything we just talked about, we have no idea. what it's all
Not
supposed
bashing
to be.
it, just
No.
ignorant on the subject.
Really ignorant.
I haven't found any time to be like, hey, man, what's cupping do?
Yeah, me neither. But I think is there anything else out there that's just crazy besides that? Yeah, acupuncture, dry needling, chiropractic, just straight up medicine altogether. I've been seeing a ton here recently on social media about just natural remedies. You know, stuff that you don't, or maybe not allowed to hear about anymore, or talk about, especially because, and it goes down this rabbit hole of the Rockefellers, how they do all this other stuff.
Freaking, you had to bring up the Rockefellers.
I had to, man. I had to. You go down these rabbit holes and stuff, and all the natural remedies were kind of shunted. And if you ever taught that, then you were discredited. You know, stuff that's been around for so long.
That was probably a story told by somebody who was discredited.
Probably.
He was bitter about it.
But no, I think you should go down that rabbit hole, Sweetie.
No.
I think you should.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but I do know that if you ever say the Rockefellers, then, you know.
You're going right into a
purebred conspiracy right there.
Mm-hmm. And not only does
you can't have medicine, a conspiracy without the Rockefellers or
the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
Was that it?
No, dude. I had it in my brain and then I lost it. There was like another like ridiculous thing. Like it can't be
another family.
I don't remember what it was. It literally just left me. I guess because I was talking about the Rockefellers, they sent something and they like probed it out of my brain.
It was a satellite that just it took the.
Oh yeah, Tesla. Nikola Tesla.
Oh yeah. Tesla. That's right, Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's fun to go down those kind of rabbit holes and what if it is? What if it isn't? But is it? Oh, this makes it sound like it's like the whole flat Earth crap, right? I think anybody.
You had to bring up flat Earth.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is, I'm not going into all that, but what I'm saying is, people can, if you watch just a little bit of it, they plant a seed in your head. Right? It's like anybody
can make anything sound believable.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's like birds aren't real, dude.
Right. They're all machines.
They're all robots.
They're robots.
Sent out by the government to probe on us.
It's crazy how, one day it's truth, one day it's the next. One day coffee's good for you, the next day it's not, kind of stuff, They can all make it sound believable.
Mm.
But it's just like, what's real right now?
That's one of the negatives of all this information right at our fingertips.
I know. You don't know what to believe.
No,
nobody fact checks anything.
Google. You can find answers for anything that you want to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's a shame.
It's a problem.
Because it doesn't even have to be fact checked anymore.
No.
It just is. And you see the article, or you know a story is legit and 100% accurate if the person who's telling it to you starts off with, so I was on Facebook the other day. So it is 100% true.
Oh, no. I did something the other day. I was like, well, TikTok had, and you were like, oh, Steven.
It's the modern day Facebook, man.
It is, dude. It
is. As soon as someone says, well, you know what I saw on Facebook? I saw on Facebook the other day that you're like, oh, God. You immediately check out. Like,
no, yeah, I can't
believe in it.
We had a guy who taught here who was just the conspiracy theorist guru. Thomas.
Oh yeah. It's just too many conspiracies.
I know. There's a lot out there. I mean, there's a lot that that's super believable, and some that are just like so far out there. It's like, all right, why are we even talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. I like it. Joe Rogan, he's all about the conspiracy theory.
Is he about them, or does he like kind of make fun of them a little bit?
No, I think it's kind of back and forth. Like he tries to get down to the truth of the thing, and I think more on his excitement is that why does this person believe what he does? You know what I mean? I think he's more about that and trying to get the truth of why does this guy believe this? You know what I mean? I think he's more infatuated with the mindset of the person he's talking to.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense. That's why I'm like always watching serial killer stuff. It's like what's going on in that person's mind to want them to
just
do
kill
this
somebody,
stuff.
right? Like and why were I mean there probably were, but no. What I'm saying is, and when I went to South Africa, they had this little 6 to 7-year-old girl out there skinning these animals, and I'm like, to us, for your kid to do that here, it's like child abuse. People would be like, oh, that's child abuse, having that little kid do that. Imagine what it's doing to that little kid's head, and then how in other countries kids can do that and not be serial killers. But here you have these kids that just kill animals.
Yeah, but it's a different reason, though.
Yeah.
It's the motive behind it. You got a kid skinning a deer in Africa to feed the family and everything. That's one thing, but you have a kid in the park killing an animal for just the fun of it, to watch it die. That's pretty bad. That's a sign right there.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is like, why did that kid that's doing this and seeing this not roll over to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it had to do with his teachings. This is solely for food and whatever. Who
survival.
knows? But that's what makes it so fascinating as to why these people do this stuff, and kind of like that, like Joe Rogan just wanting to see like, why does this person believe that?
Yeah, I think that's the next step for him. I wonder if he could do that. That would be one of the most watched interviews ever. If you could what's a serial killer now that you can think of? Who's a serial killer now?
There's not as many.
Yeah. Or that we know of that's just not talked about. Right?
Yeah.
Like
well,
back in
they
the day,
say like 90% of all of that happened in like the 70s and 80s.
Why?
Like
90%
of all serial killers.
Just the drugs and stuff? Like what was going on then?
No, I think it was mainly just the resources just weren't as good. They didn't have like fingerprinting and like DNA testing.
So there's
and
crazy
like
people out there. They just know they'll get caught.
Yeah, they're just gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Before they can kill 30 people.
Yeah.
Which is like nuts.
It's crazy. If there's any. Oh, was that? I thought you was just ripping farts over there.
Ripping farts and breaking hearts. Nah, bro.
I don't know. That would be crazy because I looked at that interview of the Iceman, what were they called?
Not Chuck Liddell.
No,
some Russian mafia boss.
Wow, that interview was crazy.
If it was real, maybe it was a conspiracy.
It wasn't a conspiracy. They actually did. They had the whole interview on the guy.
Did you see it on Facebook?
No, I didn't see it on Facebook. It was 80s documentary, early 90s of this guy, and he murdered just everybody. He worked for the mafia. I forgot the guy's name. They called him the Iceman. He killed his friend just because he made him mad. It was wild. And he had no remorse. You can see it in his face. Just no remorse. Joe Rogan should have somebody like that on.
That'll be
Armed guards behind him, handcuffed.
Charles Manson. Nah, yeah. But then you'd be like glorifying that guy. Can't do it, bro.
Can't do it. Yeah.
Was that right, Charles Manson?
Charles Manson. Yeah, he was the guy that made that. He had his own little cult in Africa, right? Charles Manson.
I don't know if it was Africa, but
it was somewhere.
I don't think it was Africa.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, they people flew in to see what was going on there because they were getting
no. That was different.
That was a Manson.
No.
Swear.
Yeah, no, that was something different.
I'll look at it right now.
That was not Manson, I promise
Charles Manson. It was.
Dude, he did not have a cult in Africa.
It wasn't Africa, but it was somewhere.
No, you're thinking about the
Charles Manson.
No, you're thinking about the dude who had the cult, and then he wasn't feeding them, and then the military got involved. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. No, isn't it that guy?
Yeah, that guy.
No,
who was that?
Because Manson's still alive, or no? I think he was. Is he still alive? I don't know.
Really? Okay.
100%. That was not him.
Are you sure? You okay? How much?
100%.
You'd be willing to bet?
I'll bet you $1,000 cash money right here, right now that was not Charles Manson.
All right. Hold on, dude. I gotta look this up.
This is on the channel right now, so y'all will see.
Charles.
He'll Venmo me.
Charles.
In
bruh.
2 separate payments.
Charles Manson was an American criminal and musician who led the Manson family, a cult base in California in the late 1960s.
Boom.
Some of the members committed a series of 9 murders
Venmo me.
Bro, I didn't bet you. I
Yeah,
said,
you did. You asked me if I was willing to make a bet, and I did.
all right, but I
1,000.
didn't agree to it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Venmo.
I didn't. All right, I'll Venmo you, dude.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I just got it. Thanks.
1960s, Manson was convicted of his first-degree murder. Dang, are you, man?
Told you, bro. Don't drink the
9
Kool-Aid. I
years.
forgot who it was, but wasn't Manson.
2 murders, 7 victims. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right, dog. You right.
Venmo me,
Who was
bro.
that guy?
Y'all will know, and I know who it is. I
Type-
just can't remember.
Yeah.
I
Listen
can't
in the
remember off the top
comments
of my
below.
brain.
But what concerns me is how many people believe are so willing to go into those believe in that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cults,
The occult.
the occult.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. How do we get into all this again?
I don't know.
Joe Rogan, conspiracies.
Yep. I don't know. I
Stuff
have
like
no
that.
idea how we got to this point.
But so anyways, chiropractor.
Yeah, conspiracy theories, Joe Rogan. That's exactly how we got into it. Oh, and we got into that by you saying how close, scale 1 to 10,
How close we are.
to Joe Rogan.
Obviously, we're super well organized. And so.
Yeah.
What else did y'all talk about that stood up? Oh, this
Elvis
is on
Presley.
Spotify, by the way.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
We talked about Elvis, his brother,
Elvis's brother or Joe Rogan's brother?
Elvis's brother.
Oh,
Does Joe Rogan have a brother?
I don't know.
What to say? Yeah. And he showed an interview that he did or something. And he was just high as all get out. Elvis was.
Elvis was high. I
Elvis
know,
was high. There's a
dude.
video out there of him doing something. And he's just like, just crazy.
Well, that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I just imagine a guy like that, Elvis Presley, how popular he was at the time. How could you live life?
He couldn't.
How could you live life? He would have to, his brother would say he would have to go to, for him to go to a movie theater, he would have to rent the whole place out and be there by himself. You know? He was so drugged up. They were at the end of his time.
Speaking of conspiracies,
he's alive, dude.
who killed Elvis? No, he's dead.
Or is he?
Or is he?
I just saw this. I sent this video to Dad. And it
course you
goes into
did.
detail.
Did you find it on Facebook?
No, but I thought it was funny because, Dad loves Elvis. And I was like, hey, he's still alive, Dad. And it goes into detail on like how he set up his murder. It wasn't really his body. He was friends with the doctor that said it was him. It was wild. It was pretty cool.
It was Italian mafia, bro.
Nah, it was the mafia, dude.
They got him.
Mafia. They didn't get him. He just wanted
Dude,
to
I'm
live
telling you,
life.
they did this thing on TV. I watched it, talking about Elvis and his death and how it was the mafia because he OD'd on a drug that he had taken many, many, many times. So he knew how much he should have taken, yet he
Not if
went
he was
like
drugged up.
way overboard.
Not if he was already high.
Well, the point
Just
was is that
obliterated.
he had done it. He knows.
Well, they said close to the end of his time, like there had to be somebody that had to be there in the room while he
Exactly.
because he was so messed up
Yeah,
all the time.
exactly. And then they implanted the drugs and made it look like an OD, but in reality, they drugged him up.
Yeah.
Italian
Why the mafia?
I forgot why, but he had done something with them or for them, and he was supposedly going to testify in court against them.
Elvis would go to testify.
Mm-hmm. He was like scheduled to testify against him, and then they got him before he could. Mm-hmm.
I mean, nowadays, I believe it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they made it sound convincing.
these popular people, man, just people end up going dead around them.
Yeah, no.
Should I say the name? I'll probably end up dead. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, dude. Let me bring that nonsense around here, bro.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Stephen Thompson's murdered.
Mm-hmm. Don't be bringing that juju over here, dude.
Next thing you know, Upstate Karate's shut down.
No, we keep rolling.
Yeah, dude.
We keep rolling, bro. I got it.
Thanks, sweet tea.
You're welcome, man. But anyways, yeah, Elvis is. If y'all don't know, Elvis is the reason my dad started the martial arts back in the day.
Yeah.
Because
Should I
Elvis
go
is a
into the story while you
black
look
belt.
whatever you're looking up?
Well, I found it. I was just getting ready for the, talking about the fights and stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, my dad was a huge Elvis fan. His mom used to like to watch all of his westerns and stuff. And my dad was a huge fan of him. Couldn't sing like him, couldn't dance like him, so he would do a lot of his karate stuff on stage. So he decided to try out karate. He was in military school at the time, so he would, there was one guy that would come in who would save his money. It's like my dad only got an allowance of $5 a week, and he spent that on martial arts training. So he was hooked.
Dedication.
Yeah. Hooked. $5.
So if it wasn't for Elvis, I'd probably be selling insurance.
So, $5 was like a lot or something like that back then. Because, I was talking to Lee Stuckey, Major Lee Stuckey, a friend of ours. His dad was born in 1897.
His dad's dad.
Yep.
Lee Stuckey's dad's dad.
Mm-hmm.
So it was his grandfather.
Born in 1897. And him and his brothers in the 1930s or 40s or something like that, they had 6 brothers. And they would play. They had and his cousin. They had like a baseball team, and he would save up his money all the time. And he would have 20 nickels, and with the other team, he would let the other team hold these 20 nickels, and they would talk about because they never held so much money in their life. And they would hold this money, these 20 nickels, and say what they would do with this kind of money. I'm like, a dollar.
I'd have cupped it and ran, baby.
$1. People had more honor than that back in the day, $1.
Maybe.
You can't do nothing with $1 now.
You can't even dial 10-10-220, bro.
10-2-220.
Yeah, only $1. And then 10 cents per minute after that.
I remember when, what was it? The iTunes songs were $1 or 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
99. Can't do nothing with $1 now. Like 20 quarters, 20 nickels, and they're talking about what they would do with this kind of money.
You can play a claw machine twice.
True. Is it a quarter? No, it's a quarter, not a nickel.
What? $1.
Oh, you're talking about
$1.
Yeah.
It's 50 cents a play, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, another conspiracy theories. You want to get into some fights?
Yeah, dude. Let's talk about some fights. Only because the card last night was epic in terms of every fight ended in a finish.
Why?
There was only 10 fights on the card, but every fight ended in a finish.
It's great.
Why? What? You guys say something? Sorry.
Just the big cards, the ones you look so forward to. There's never a knockout. It's always the longest card known to mankind.
Speaking of which, we have another fight party coming up for UFC 278.
Is that the
8?
Is that which card is
UFC 278 Usman card.
Ooh, we're doing a fight party for that. Let's go, dude.
UFC watch party.
I recommend checking those out, guys. Go to Fight Pass. Look up the fight parties.
Yeah, the watch parties. I forgot the last one we did.
That was the Rose Namajunas, right? And it was the most boring fight ever. Remember?
Oh yeah, dude.
And that was
I feel like every time
card.
we do it. So our apologies if this fight is boring. This card is boring because every time we do a watch party, dude, we did that one where it was the Hamzat Burns.
That was the same one.
Was it?
That was the same one, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
But our last two.
That was the only good fight.
Yeah.
And the rest of them were like 37 minutes apiece of just nonsense.
And we had people like falling asleep.
Yeah.
Trying to stay away.
The UFC was having to tell us to like wake up.
It's like, Steven, wake that guy up in the back. I'm like, oh gosh. Sorry.
It was rough.
I know.
And the last two had been like that.
Hopefully, but anyway, this last card was fire. There was a lot, and some guys that we're familiar with, that I'm familiar with, and some guys that that previously won the Ultimate Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He's been coming down and getting some sparring in with us, and we had 2 new Ultimate Fighter winners. So great fights. Talk about main card.
Well,
actually,
Brian Battle, he was on the.
That was him.
Yeah, he was on. He was not on the main card.
He wasn't on the main card. I thought he was. I think it was first fight on the main card.
No.
Okay. But yeah, my buddy Brian Battle has been coming. Getting some training in with us for the past few months.
North Carolina guy.
He's been coming in, and of course the guy he was facing was I guess a karate guy. from what he was talking about, and freaking head kicked him to Mars. It was the coolest setup ever. You know what it reminded me of? Old Cowboy Cerrone setup.
Against Rick Story?
Oh, man. The right hand head kick. He did that to a bunch of people. Right hand head kick. It was so quick. It was like pop, pop. I remember watching that thing over and over again, just the sound. Pop, 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 pop. It wasn't like a right hand, lob the leg up. It was quick and just put him to sleep. It was great. I like the setup. My buddy Brian's a very crafty fighter. And he went from 185 to 170 now. So he's doing work. He's a tall 170. He's taller than I am, I believe. And then he called out Ian Gary at the end of the fight. Once Ian Gary. So, hey.
We had a couple of good call-outs.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. We're actually going to do a breakdown on that setup and finish for Attending Tuesday this week. So make sure you guys stay tuned to learn about maybe how you can do that against some folk in the future. So that'll be a good fight, him and Ian Gary. You know, we'll see if Ian takes it. Ian's a little bit of a veteran now, kind of a top-notch guy.
yes.
But let's see. Let's skip all the way up to Muhammad Usman and Zach Pauga.
Oh man, Usman, dude. Why is it that the younger brothers are always bigger than the older brothers?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know, man, because we had to evolve and be able to defend ourselves from y'all.
yeah, and just more durable. You have to be more durable, I guess, because we just put y'all through heck.
Muhammad Usman is huge.
Not only is he huge,
Muhammad
he's
Hugeman.
shredded. It looks like it doesn't make sense because with a shirt on, he looks like he's got like a belly, but then when you take your shirt off, it's just like 8-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
Yeah, he didn't get off to the best start. You know, Pauga was looking fast, crisp, picking some shots, landing some shots, but obviously when you got a guy like Usman, all it takes is one.
Yeah, he's got.
And it was a quick little
too. Left hook, boom.
Yeah.
Lead hand too. Wasn't even like one from downtown. It was just like a quick left hand.
Froze him.
Yeah, boom, put him to sleep. Like he was out cold. It was one of those like where Anthony Pettis hits.
Or like whenever Nick Diaz knocked out Robbie Lawler the first time.
Oh yeah,
it was just a little bit like
jab.
a doop, and he's like,
yeah,
just took him out.
Right on the old kisser.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need right there, man.
Expect
Expect big things from him. I mean, he's an athlete, heavyweight. I mean, still, it's got to be pretty intimidating knowing you're in the same weight class as Francis Ngannou.
I know, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
I got to hang out with, Kamaru's younger brother. What's his name?
Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad. Got to hang out with him. He's friends with Lex McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
So going to hang out with him. He was there helping one of my old management, one of my old buddies. He's in his 50s, and he wanted an MMA fight. So he brought me. He's got a bunch of guys from, of course, ATT and guys from out that Boca Raton area to help him get ready. And Muhammad was one of those guys.
Yeah, he's a good guy to help you get ready for sure.
Super nice, man. Super nice. I met both of his brothers, actually. Kamaru's brothers. He's got another brother, too. It was pretty cool. Really nice guys. Anyway, yeah, solid guy.
Mm-hmm. So the new Ultimate Fighter champion for him.
Yeah, dude. Working the way up, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I could have a brother in the UFC right now, too, but, he's got a family he's got to take care of.
I know.
You would do work, dude. It's just the anxiety part that you hate the most, and the training part.
Yeah, basically all of it.
All of it. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, it was a good fight. Good fight. Who's next?
Well, the next is the co-main, and we'll spend some time on the co-main. Geoff Neal and Vicente Luque. I'm not even gonna say anything. Go take it away.
First off, when this fight was first announced, I was thinking Vicente Luque. After watching Geoff Neal in his previous fight, didn't look too good. I forgot who he fought.
He split decision Ponzinibbio.
That's right, split decision Ponzinibbio, and he was all right. But my experience with both, and I think that's why I was leaning towards Vicente. and it could be. Let me get into it first. I felt like the 3 rounds I went with Vicente was harder than the 5 rounds that I went with Geoff Neal. And I think possibly that could have been just because we only had 3 rounds to get work in, And then with Geoff, we had 5 rounds to get work in. But, but I also got to realize, I did break my hands in that fight, which kind of I wasn't able to really pull off some of the techniques that I could have pulled off leading into, later on in the fight. But it was very tough. It was very tough. Both of them were tough. But I just felt like the Vicente Luque was just harder. And that was when he was on that tear, right? He was just crushing everybody. And then, obviously, I stopped him. And then
You didn't stop him.
I didn't stop him. But
almost did a few times.
Yeah. But Geoff did stop him.
Hard.
Geoff's got some heavy hands. But I think that had a lot to do with the way both those guys fought.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think
punishment.
the Luque fight was more difficult because he just stayed in your face, and you had to fight, or else he was going to beat you up.
Mm-hmm.
Geoff Neal, he moves. He was on the outside a lot more. He works his setups, trying to get that left hand going. Luque will be in your face and not throw anything, so you have to throw stuff.
Yeah, it could tire you out. Like his head will tire you out,
Mm-hmm.
just pounding on his skull. And he's got a massive noggin,
Yeah,
so he's able to
I
take
saw him in, literally, he's got a big skull. I saw an International Fight Week. I was like, dang, his skull is big.
Yeah, didn't believe me until you see it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, crushed my hands on that dang thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have hit him in the forehead on top of the noggin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway.
So, anything stick out? Anything?
Just the way. Well, number one stuck out was why didn't Vicente move his head? Like, why weren't you moving your head? You're taking a lot of a punishment right now, and Geoff Neal to be able to take his strikes, not too smart. Not smart. If Geoff Neal's able to land his left hand on you, you're going to sleep. I don't care how big your noggin is. He's just a powerful guy. He's notorious for knocking guys out with his hands. He's got good boxing. I thought he stayed really clean in the fight. Like Vicente wasn't able to draw him out of his comfort zone. Like he loved that fight. Like it was a perfect fight for Geoff Neal.
Mm-hmm.
It was just calm the whole time. Is it me or does Geoff Neal just look a lot older than he is?
Yeah. No, he definitely looks older than 30 or 31.
Yeah.
But Luque's the only 30.
Really? He's only 30?
Yeah.
I figured these guys are like close to my age.
No. Luque's 30 and Geoff Neal's 31.
Wow. What?
Mm-hmm.
I was 31. Who was I fighting? Robert Whitaker, I think. Maybe.
10 years ago? Dang,
Yeah,
dude. You old, bruh.
I mean, I fought Geoff Neal like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that long ago.
The thing that stuck out to me was, number one, Luque's head movement was just zero. And he got stung by the same left hand. And it wasn't like Geoff Neal was doing a whole lot to set it up. Mm-hmm. He wasn't getting real crazy. He was literally just throwing it just textbook straight down the middle. Boom. Yeah. And that's always been that open stance kind of battle. You heard Geoff Neal's coach yelling, keep your front foot on the outside so that he can land that left hand.
Yeah.
He did that really well, and Luque didn't adjust. He didn't do that. He didn't adjust. He didn't pick up on it. It's almost like because he's so tough, he was relying on that too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's going to catch up to you.
Oh, yeah.
All that punishment is going to catch up to you eventually.
I agree.
It does. Everybody. Very few people can outlast the punishment and the damage. Another thing that stuck out was Geoff Neal essentially did what you did, but better, because that's his natural stance.
Yeah.
How many times did you rock Luque with the left hand? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
One of them was a right hand as he was coming in, but left hand, boom, straight down the pipe. But you're not a natural southpaw.
No.
Left hand's not your power hand.
Nope.
But that's Geoff Neal's bread and butter.
That was his.
The left hand.
Yeah. That
right?
was his H-bomb for sure.
So it was just kind of like.
Perfect for me. It was like a perfect fight for Geoff.
Yeah, and it was. Number 6 guy. He's going to be up there.
Fight? Was that Vicente call for that fight?
I think they both did.
Yeah.
I think Vicente was like, look, I want to fight a striker now. I want to try to get another finish. Because he had fought Bilal, and that was, a rough performance from that. And before that, he had fought, nobody of real huge credibility, but he was finishing dudes again. So he was like, I just lost to Bilal. I want to fight another striker. I guess just stars aligned, and they landed on each other.
I think the time off helped Geoff. He was going through some stuff there, a few years ago. And time off, I think, helped him, got his mind right, back in the training camp, and just like
it was just the perfect storm for Geoff.
Yeah.
He looked good. He looked crisp. The left hand was sharp. He was moving his head as he was hitting. He was hitting the left hand. He was hitting the 2 and then ducking out. The check hook wasn't there for Luque. And then, the biggest thing was just Luque's. I heard one of them saying, I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Bisbee. I don't remember. But just holding your hands up is not an effective guard.
Yeah.
You can't just have your hands there and expect to not get hit. You got to have the other stuff in it as well.
Yeah. And that's the thing that Geoff Neal has, along with not, keeping his hands up.
Mm-hmm.
He does walk forward. He does move forward. I think, in the later round, it was only a 3-round fight, but I recall in the 4th and 5th round when I fought him, he would just come forward, and there was a time where I literally just grabbed his left hand and just moved him. You know what I mean? It was like I had my left foot in front. He had his right foot in front, so we were in open stance. It was kind of one of those battles of who can land their power hand.
Mm-hmm.
He just come forward, and I literally grabbed his hand and just kind of went, whoop, just moved him over. But he does have some good bouncing, good in and out movement, pop, pop, good rhythm to him. But do you think he moves up? You think he takes Vicente's spot?
I don't think he's going to take the number 6 spot just because you look in there. You have guys like, first off, who you beat both of those guys. Then you have Sean Brady, who's undefeated, who's right behind you. You have Shavkat, who's undefeated, who's right behind you. I think he might be able to move into the top 10 on 100%. For him to go to 6, though, I don't know if that'll happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, he called out Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, dude. What are your thoughts?
I think that's a great fight. I mean, Geoff Neal's takedown, he's a big boy. And people don't understand, he is strong. Mm-hmm. He's known for his takedown defense.
He took Luque down easy.
Yeah. But he's a very powerful guy. If I were to fight him, and I think that's one of the reasons why I was able to beat him, was I would ask for the 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Big, powerful guys tend to tire out as the fight goes on. They slow down. So if I were to fight him, if I was Gilbert, I would make it a main event.
Yeah, but Gilbert, he has a tendency to gas too, though.
Yeah, but looking at his last fight, you'll have a better chance of working your game plan if the fight was longer.
I see Geoff Neal winning that fight.
Yeah, he's very difficult to take down. Good takedown defense. He's got longer reach, more powerful strikes, very clean, and he sticks to his game. He's very difficult to pull out of his game plan.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a very clean fighter. I agree with you. I think that's a great fight for Geoff.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, will the UFC let that happen?
Will Gilbert let that happen?
Because who was he supposed to fight?
He's been trying to get Masvidal.
That's
and
right.
Masvidal's kind of entertained it a little bit.
Yeah. But that's a long time from now because, I know Masvidal's got to get through all those allegations with Colby. Where's Colby at?
I guess
that's the question.
He's playing poker, dude.
Yeah, no, winning $48,000. He got 7th place in this huge poker tournament.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah, good for you.
If you can make crazy money and not get punched in the face,
go for it.
It's like Conor McGregor getting the movie role in the new Roadhouse remake.
Oh, I know, dude.
God bless you.
I think so.
So
Just hit me.
that's going to be huge. We'll see how he does on that.
Roadhouse. He's got to be like a quick cameo. He can't be like a.
No,
huge...
he's like co-starring in it. I think he's got like a pretty big role.
I don't remember anybody from Ireland in that movie, the old Roadhouse movie. Like, who was he supposed to be?
I don't know.
The bad guy?
Maybe. I don't know.
Who's he?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Come on. So who's supposed to be the road? What's his name?
Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, he's supposed to be Patrick.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal.
Come.
I've never even seen the movies.
They should just CGI him in.
Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, dude, you can't beat Patrick Swayze.
P. Swayze?
Yeah.
I know, R.I.P., dude.
I know, dude. And freaking Cowboy, I've seen him in some recent. He was in.
Yeah, that's why he quit. That's why he quit UFC too. He's like, I'm going to be a movie star, baby.
That sounded just.
I'm gonna be a movie star. He's
movie
starring
star,
with
baby.
Gina Carano. He was just in
The
Terminal List.
Terminal List, yeah. He was one of the guys that got the axe stuck in his skull. Yeah, it's crazy to see him in there. I was like, what? That's freaking him. He's actually pretty good. I don't think he didn't have a crazy. He had one. He said one thing, and that was it. But still, it's like, that's pretty cool. Dude, where's my movie break, bro? I need to get a movie break. What the heck?
You could be
Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, dude, when are they gonna make you Johnny Cage? Next
Johnny
Mortal
Cage is too arrogant. You couldn't be arrogant.
Kombat? Not only that, but the Mortal Kombat scene's just not.
It just ain't hitting right
It ain't
now.
hitting, man. I figured this new one was gonna be dope. It was a lot better than the other ones, but it was like, yeah.
I know, dude.
Why is it martial arts flicks like that? You know, guys who actually do martial arts, it's the acting.
That's the
we just can't
thing.
act.
Yeah, you either have the really good fight scenes, but the rough acting, or you have the dumb fight scenes, but the better acting.
Well, that's not. That's
Unless
not
you're
true.
Donnie Yen or Jackie
Keanu Reeves.
Chan or
Bro, the first Matrix, freaking dope. Martial arts skills, like he's been doing it for years.
yeah, I know that's cool, but I mean, like,
That's what I mean.
you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. No, that was sick. Well, the first Matrix is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, it was way better than the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones are just like
The last one that came out was just the
I've never seen
worst. Don't even bother.
I'm not.
Don't even bother. I want to
Not
just punch
bothered.
all of them in the face. All of them in the face for making that movie.
That's a
It's
shame.
like it just made it worse. You just ruined it for me. with that
I can
last
tolerate the third one. The second one, the CGI, it was like they were just CGI happy on the second one.
one.
Oh golly, with the fight scene with all the Agent Smiths, it was just like, dude,
The
I'm
dude
just
looked like
walking
he
a
just came out
freaking
of a Toy
cartoon
Story.
right now.
Yeah, straight out of Toy Story.
So, but yeah, good. You know, I don't know what's next for Luque. Maybe he needs to take some time off, get his mind right.
I don't know.
And then Geoff Neal. We'll see who they end up giving him.
Rematch?
Rematch?
I don't know, dude. But definitely not. I'm just looking for a striker. If y'all guys can't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, Vicente was able to get a striker. Why can't I get a striker? Dang it!
Because you already beat the striker that he got. You already beat all the strikers in the top 15.
What's Pajeda?
He's like 14.
Okay. Well, I don't
Or
know him.
14, maybe 15.
Yeah.
You just gotta get a W,
What
dude.
about Li Jing Liang?
You gotta grow some cojones and just knock somebody out, whoever it
Wow.
is.
It's a lot hard. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it and not doing it. Grow cojones and fight somebody,
Oh,
knock them out.
brothers, dude. Brothers.
Where, you know what I mean? Y'all feel me out there. We're gonna start a petition. Grow cojones.
Grow cojones. Cojones.
But that was a great fight. Great performance by Geoff Neal. Real smooth, solid.
Happy
You
for
know.
the guy, man. You know, after our last fight, he sent me this sweet Instagram. But he was just being super nice, dude.
Yeah,
Thanking me for the fight. Appreciate it. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, I just want to give you a hug right now after eating this.
yeah.
Anyway, super nice guy. And then
Pretty sure you did give him a hug, like in the fight.
I did.
Yeah.
I helped him up.
He helped you up.
He helped me up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the main event,
Santos.
you had Dad Bod versus Incredible Hulk. Dad bod took him out.
Took him out, dude. What does that say for all the dad bods out there, Sweet Tea? You got a nice dad bod.
No, I'm beyond dad bod.
Really? You're beyond it?
Dad bod is like skinny fat. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like your limbs are kind of skinny, but you have like that gut. He looked good. He looked sharp. And Santos just got tired. I think that was it.
I feel like, Santos, he hadn't been the same after he fought John Jones. After that,
Nobody has.
Nobody has.
You just saw Gustafson.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
that wasn't his last fight though.
Nobody has.
But
still.
But I feel like after the knee surgeries and stuff, like he just wasn't the same. He hadn't been the same. The mindset's not there, you know.
It's a huge part, man.
But it was a good fight. When did he get finished?
Third round, I think.
Third round. 5-round fight.
Santos was just gassed.
That dude's been on a tear though. Hill's been on a tear, been knocking everybody out with him and his dad. But it must be the power of the dad bod.
Yeah.
I mean, does he have any kids?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But I think a lot of those guys that fought last night were from LFA organization.
Yeah.
LFA, yep. They posted something up with like all the guys that fought for LFA.
LFA is one of those what are they, like funnel organizations?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like the
funnel your way
minor leagues for the UFC.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Dominic Cruz fighting Chito Vera coming up this weekend, man.
That's right, man. Isn't Cody on that card as well?
I don't think so.
Cody Garbrandt.
I saw the main card and I was like, there's nobody that really stuck out to me.
Yeah. I was watching something at the breakfast for breakfast this morning, and maybe that was the old fight of Cody Garbrandt and Dominic Cruz.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
what that lead up was?
Yeah, that was a flashback.
Got you.
That was a flashback.
Yeah, it'd be great to see Dom. I mean, I'm kind of getting to that point too. It's like I feel like I fight like every year, like once a year.
Mm-hmm.
He haven't fought like every 2 years, maybe. When's the last time my man Dominic fight?
He beat that. He beat
It's been a little while,
He beat a young kid.
Sandhagen?
No.
He beat Sandhagen though, right? Did he fight
No,
Sandhagen?
TJ Dillashaw did.
Oh, that's right.
Cruz fought. Wasn't it when he called out frickin' Hans Mollenkamp? That weird call out. No, he beat. That was the Casey Kenny fight, and then he beat Pedro Munoz.
Oh, okay. And he called out the monster guy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Monster
Yeah, he
guy.
fought December of last year.
Gotcha.
I was about to fight Chito Vera.
Man, Chito Vera, dude. Chito Vera's been on a tear.
Mm-hmm.
After beating old.
He destroyed Rob Font.
Yeah. No, but he beat.
And then he
after,
front kicked Frankie Edgar.
Before that.
He beat Davey Grant.
Tamal Vera?
Yeah.
He beat.
He beat Marlon. He beat Sean O'Malley.
Sean
Then
O'Malley.
he got beat by
That's
Jose Aldo.
Oh my gosh, what do you think about Sean O'Malley and Peter Yan? Like that's like the, dude. That's going
like
straight
huge.
to the top. For
But
him.
I think he's got more of an advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about
Sean O'Malley just because
Sean?
he's so tall. He's
Yeah.
long.
man, it's just
We'll
that
see.
he's
It's gonna
so
be a good
strong.
one.
Yeah, I agree. When does that fight happen?
That's-
Madison Square Garden?
that's-
No, I think that's
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
I think that's the Charles Oliveira card.
Mm-hmm. We got some good fights coming up, man.
We do.
Really good fights. I hope to be a part of those good fights. Some of those. Madison Square Garden is where I'm set right now. MSG
Mhm.
always. I love fighting at MSG.
Because it's just right
It's just right up
upstairs,
there.
bro.
Right up
Like,
there,
right up
dude.
north.
Right up there.
Hit that quick outfly flame flight.
Blop,
Be
blop.
there.
Hit it back.
Hit that fight.
You know what I mean?
You know, get that W, get that bony.
Yeah, well, you just
Peace
drive by
out.
it. Uh-huh.
Good life. Ha-ha. Appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. No, for real though. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening and hanging out with us.
We love it. We love
don't
it when you
forget
guys
to
join us.
hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff. And stay tuned. Once a week, dropping
Let's go.
one. We'll see y'all next week. Oh yeah, Technique Tuesday coming out this Wednesday.
Check it out, y'all. Pretty cool stuff. Going to be going over that head kick. Wow.
Yeah.
Peace, y'all.